John Florence has got through his round to encounter. All the pressure now falls on Gabriel Medina as he takes on Ryan Callinan. Good morning, I'm Gig Saliers alongside Ross William. Not that much to discuss between backhand and forehand, but do you think that the goofy footers will be focusing on the lefts?
Well, I think whatever comes their way, they'll be pretty excited. I mean, you know, Gabriel's obviously...
Well, have a look at the beautiful conditions here in Super Tubos. This is a priority decision, the first one of the heat being exercised by Ryan Callinan from Newcastle, and he'll just square up to that lip. This is going to be a great encounter.
He had a close heat with John too in France, almost took him out, so he's not afraid of the big names.
Here we go. Gabriel Medina coming off of finals last week, board speed maxing, and it won't, after all of that teeing up, Ross, it was almost like we were holding our breath here in the booth.
He kind of got trapped. Right here, he has all the anticipation of going into the air, so he's looking for just some space to launch, to get that little ramp. Instead, he's being trapped in there by that lip line. So, you know, we saw John win with just a little over 10 points. Was it 11 points, maybe? So the conditions are a little tough right now.
Still a full 23 minutes to go as you're picking up an opportunity here for Medina, who will slip behind the curtain on his way out from that last ride. What? Well, he just wrangles his way through that last section there, Ross.
He'll regroup. You know, a lot of surfers, once they dig a rail, they'll just kick out. They're like, I'm over it. I need a perfect wave. But for Gabriel, he's one of those guys, he's just feisty. And right there, fighting to make it out of that weird little barrel. He got pinched.
Gabriel Medina got all the way to the quarterfinals here last year. He'll be looking for a bigger result than that. And he goes to the air. Oh, it'll be incomplete. Bringing a tube and an air to the counting scores this morning, Ross. No one does that saga better than Gabriel Medina as he lip line floats, and he'll pin drop off, already extracting his fifth ride of...
And that's cool. That means he's able to digest all these nerves.
Well, the other thing that John preluded to is no heat to watch, but Medina would have watched John's heat, and he'll use that little right-hander, and Gabriel will just bring a working approach to...
Look out, that's when he's going to really tear the band-aid off.
Watching Medina here, picking up a little corner. Nice snap. Typical Medina as he just flows down the line here. Combinations, and he gets a nice release there. So this is a nice complete delivery here for wave. That'll be wave number 6 or 7. So high work rates from Gabriel Medina here. But same part of the beach will deliver this gem for Ryan Callinan, the Australian, to the top. Lovely definition. Deep bottom turn, top turn combination, and it's real pockety here in Peniche, and the rocker of that surfboard will just snag in that hollow section. Medina got here first, so it has the priority. Both surfers continue to show interest. The left-handers are offering again. Medina deep behind the section. And another second one will fold down, so no completion for Medina in the tube just yet. But now, second wave of the set, Ryan Callinan will go past Medina. You see him on the wide shot there. So tricky waves there. Medina getting the best of the two waves on offer in that set.
But that first maneuver from Ryan Callinan was so legit. You know, it was a big move. Watch this little reverse right here on the third turn. Crazy. There's no space here, and he still pokes the nose and whips right around as if it's just a little snap there. So very clever from Gabriel. Got a 5.67 gigs on a wave that, you know, he absolutely maximized. Watch this first turn here, though, from Ryan. Boom, that's big. I mean, that is going to get the judge's attention. He knows that, so I feel like, okay, he's just trying to finish this wave off. Maybe he got a little greedy trying to fit 2 moves in that last section.
We'll be looking for numbers to get out ahead of Callinan. And while we were away at the break.
Yeah, that's a lot of speed for Gabriel Medina. And again, I'm so impressed with how in control Gabby Medina looks. I mean, this Johnny Cabianca surfboard is looking very spicy under his feet. So Gabriel looks like he can do whatever he wants. He is not being hindered at all. He looks really switched on. He just needs an open face to work with. But you could say the same thing about Ryan. He definitely looks switched on. He just wants to clean up that memory of that last.
Judges gathering numbers for us. What are you thinking of this little tube ride here?
Yeah, just a quick one, but you can see this is, you know, it's so fun watching Gabriel without priority. He hunts the lineup better than anyone. So a bit of a closeout gigs, but he tucks in straight away, so great reflexes, saying, okay, I'm not going to try and rush down the line and do a floater. But in terms of a score, it's not going to be a keeper.
with Ryan Callinan looking like he's on fire. If he can complete one, it's going to be pretty heavy. Here's Medina now. He's flying down the line. What's he got for us, ladies and gents? A little rotor to stick down. Are you kidding me? That guy's got some glue on his feet.
Needs to unlock this heat and keep the pressure on the world title race.
Well, fast track to a score here is an aerial. So this is just a flat one. You know, not a whole lot of height. I don't think it's going to get the judges too excited, but you can see how...
well, on that same part of the bank, Ryan Callinan, where he found that score earlier, will get going again. Deep. You see how much pressure he puts on that. The tail squares out now, loads the second turn. Complete redirection. Down the line now for the third one. And this is a constructive wave to bring with 5.5 to go right there.
I definitely think it's going to rival the highest score, which is a 5.67. Opening snap, that bottom turn, first of all, was so amazing. He got so much speed and projection, and it allowed him to rip into those first two turns. So I really like the torque. You know, he's getting a lot of rail in the water through those snaps. He's not just kind of edging through it. Right here, just a nice snap, some spray, but cutting him short due to the wave going down the line really fast. This is easily his best move, just the agility and skill involved to go for that little reverse. That allowed that score to go high for Gabriel.
By finding the heat win, and Callinan is going to fight to unlock it. And here we go, the tall surfer from Newcastle will not find an answer with 2.5 still remaining.
He's trying to, you know, psychologically just kind of annoy him. And you can see he's more or less in his way right here. So Ryan's like, all right, if you're not going to go, I'm going to go. So keep in mind, Gabriel has priority, so he's allowed to paddle wherever he wants. But if he's not going to commit to the wave, then Ryan's allowed to paddle for it. And he kind of had to go over Gabriel's feet there. So very interesting right now. They're playing tough.
Literally counting seconds. Callinan will look at this, and he'll force Medina to play a hand. So Medina's focus now is to go to the air, which he does, and it'll be an incomplete. So 90 seconds to go. The door's open for Callinan. What a story here. Ryan will play the clock here. He's going to force himself onto this wave and will stay locked onto it. The horn is up, but the wave is active, so this wave will count. Callinan down the line will go to the air, and he won't bring the rotation through. And wow, Gabriel Medina out the back. His family on the beach will all go, whew.
You can see he's so disappointed, and he knows it was that one mistake. He fell on the second turn on that bomb of a wave. That was the difference in his heat. Gabriel, you know, he did his thing. He hounded the lineup, but that door was left open. That was a sketchy heat for him, much like John, just kind of squeaking through.